Hello, everybody. How are we
Hello.
all today? I tell you what, it's been blooming hectic, my end. Look at me, I haven't shaved anything. Do you know,
I mean,
I've been having my bathroom ripped out. You might hear some bangs and saws and stuffs and all the rest of it, but don't worry about it. Nobody's been murdered. It's just lots and lots of work going on ripping out the bathroom. So I hope everybody is well. I hope we're all I hope we all had a nice Easter. Here up in Yorkshire, it's done nothing but rain. But luckily, Saturday was nice, wasn't it,
yeah,
mate?
and it's thrown me out, having that bank holidays. I keep thinking it's Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. And I've decided to do dry April, by the way. Yeah, I
See how
thought, you
long
know
this
what?
one lasts.
Hey, I think 30 days, January, February, March, April,
You've
May,
done all right in the past,
April,
actually.
30 days for April, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, welcome everybody. So, busy old time here at Clockwork Eye. April is kicked in. We have our workshops. We've got, starting on Friday, by the way, we've got our Creating Videos with Your Phone workshop, which is free to members, but I will be posting information about that in the next couple of days. But at the end of the day, then we've got, so that runs 3 sessions, by the way. It's not just all one. You don't have to like brain doesn't like kind of we don't overwhelm you. So it's 3 2-hour sessions. So it's 12 till 2 Friday, the 5th, 12th, and 19th. The other thing is on the 26th of April, I'm going to be doing a workshop on OBS Studio, and I'm going to talk about OBS Studio now very quickly. It's what I'm using for. I use it for recording my videos. I'll just make mix small in the corner. It allows you to do fancy things like this while recording. So you're actually recording and talking and all the rest of it. You could share your screen. And it basically, you can then come back and you could do stuff like make sure you've got your contact information in your videos and stuff, which is really quite cool. And it really is quite a cool little tool. It's free to use. But a lot of the time, what you see is that the transitions are very basic. Let's go for a nice basic fade transition there. So when it all went whizzy, whizzy, bang, bang, and all the rest of it, essentially, I can have it fade and fade in and all the rest of it. I could cut and the rest of it. But this transition here doesn't come, this one doesn't come with OBS. Okay. What it does is it basically it's a plugin. Okay, so essentially you have to add it yourself afterwards, and that's what I'm going to go through now, and I'm going to really just go through this, start getting your questions into the chat so that we can start answering them. But I'm going to quickly share my screen. So let me just do this, share screen. I'll do entire screen and share. So here we go. So if you want OBS Studio, then basically head on over to back to head on over to OBS obsproject.com. Yeah. And then basically you'll be able to download it. You can see it works on Windows, Macs, and Linux. And you could download it you could use it for free. Okay, there's nothing stopping you doing that. Once you've learned how to configure it and you've learned how to set it up, you literally, when you've set up the basics, then you don't really need to worry about it. So basics are sharing your screen, your name bar, and your call to action. Then you don't really need to. But if you want to add some cool plugins, then head on over to the forum. Okay, so forum up here in the top there. And then down here, you'll see that it says Home Forum, Plugins and Resources. Okay, so we're going to look at plugins. You can do a search, but I honestly think that it's worth having a little scroll through because there's some really cool stuff in here. The one that I downloaded recently is Move. And if you want a particular plugin, you can see their ratings and all the rest of it. then essentially when you click on it, it'll take you to the creator and their website. So you could on that, and it'll take you to the source code and stuff. Looks very complicated. Don't worry about that, because down here what they have is the installation guide. So you download it, and then it would take you to the download. You can download it here from the download area, and then the installation, manual installation process is here. So it downloads as a zip. You unzip it, and then literally you copy some folders into your copy some folders into your OBS Studio folder, and that's it. So it's got instructions for obviously Windows, Linux, and I think Mac as well, but I don't care about Mac. Crap. At the end of the day, if Brett's watching, yeah, I stick by my guns, Brett. So you shouldn't swear on your live stream, girl. So basically, yeah, so that's as easy as it is. At the end of the day, if you want to jump onto the OBS workshop, as I say, it's the 26th of April from 12 until 2:30. It's the OBS and the YouTube workshops that we run are 2.5 hours long. So yeah, and jump onto that, and then basically make us put all the links in for the OBS project, and also for the signing up to the workshops. So yeah, that's it. Other than that, yeah, creating videos on the phone on Friday starts, and then next month.
Still, a lot of people just tend to do the straight cuts, don't they? So from one thing to another, but that's a nice little jazzy little way of doing it.
Yeah, you're basically up in your production level, really. You're making it a little bit more. It looks like you kind of edited that into your video, which is always really cool. And it looks a little bit more jazzier. Gives a little bit more like, ooh. I know I use it because the thing is with OBS as well, Mick, is that you can use it on Zoom meetings.
Yeah.
So when you're on Zoom meetings, you can actually have like information come up while you're doing your 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's all at the touch of a button. You know, so you can build different profiles. So you can say like Zoom meeting promo for creating videos with your phone workshop. And then basically you could be sat there going, yeah, hi everybody, and I'm doing this, and it just pops up, you know. You could even do things like rolling text and stuff, which is quite cool. So if I just switch us there, if I do that, then you got text that can animate across the bottom, you know, while you're doing your 60-second pitch on that. And you can, yeah, it's really good fun.
One of our club members, when they have like little breaks, he puts on a little bit of a slideshow, doesn't it? Who is it who does that now?
Dan, I think. Is it Daniel? Because he's got really into it.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
He's really going into it. Yes. So he kind of puts a show reel on instead of turning his camera off.
Yeah.
Mutes himself so he can go and do whatever he's going to do.
That's a nice little touch.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I think I should do that as well. I should, you know, I do when I do the GenNet networking, I turn myself into a clock. So that basically into a clock.
All right.
Clock. Cheeky. I turn myself into a clock, so members only get 30 seconds to talk, you know, and basically I just turn myself into a 30-second clock and do it that way.
Yeah.
Which is really good. Mac fan Yvonne, it's not your fault. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Yvonne. At the end of the day, you know, we've all got our faults. I've never been a fan of Apple products.
When I came back from university and I worked at Keighley College, we did Mac, and it was a real eye opener. Like good from PC.
Yeah.
But it's just the operating system, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Does anybody know? Here's a bit of useless information while we wait for questions, if there are going to be any. Does anybody know why Apple are called Apple? Why did they call the company Apple? And it wasn't because they'd already stolen the logo. No, that came later. Yeah.
Is it
I'm gonna get
Big
myself
Little?
in trouble. I'm gonna get myself in trouble, aren't I? You live streamed that we stole the logo. It's been disproven.
Is it Big Little?
No, it's not actually. No, no. Anybody out there who's got any ideas before I reveal why they're called Apple? No, no. We're gonna know there from Yvonne. Basically, when the two Steves set up Apple, their biggest competitor, apparently, as it goes, was Atari. And Apple comes before Atari in the listings, in the business page. And that's why they call themselves Apple. Yeah. True that, apparently. True that. Yeah. And it's quite an interesting history, the history of computers, actually, which has nothing to do with video, but it's a very interesting history because there's been several really stupid decisions made over time. Okay. One of them was that Steve Wozniak, who was co-founder of Apple, he basically he worked part-time for Hewlett Packard. And because he designed and invented the desktop PC, he had to declare it. So he went in to see his boss and he said, look, I've made a desktop PC, okay, and I want to sell it. And they said, yeah, by all means, go for it, because nobody wants a computer in their house. And that was one of the mistakes. One of the others in the history of the computing world and the way it all escalated is Bill Gates basically arranged an appointment with IBM to sell them an operating system, software operating system. And he didn't have one. So apparently he went to this chap and bought the operating system for $40,000 and then went to IBM and he said, I'm not going to sell it to you. I'm going to lease it to you. And the IBM executive apparently said, oh, that's fine because there's no money in software. And it went from there. And the other one was, you know what a graphic user interface is that we use, where you have the mouse, the GUI, yeah. So we have the mouse and we click on things. That's a graphic user interface. And basically, the small company called Xerox, yeah, their engineers had designed the graphic user interface, and they went to their bosses, and apparently their bosses said, we're not going to sell something called a mouse and a GUI. Sell it to this chap, Steve Jobs, from this Apple company. And Steve Jobs and his team went in and they bought the graphic user interface and started designing the kind of interface that we see now. And at a bit later then, while they were designing their first kind of platform, Bill Gates apparently went in and said, look, we'll make you Office software, but we need a copy of the code to do it. And they were like, okay, yeah, fine. And then basically, apparently, when Windows 1 was rolling out on the assembly line in Japan with Windows 1 on it or whatever, yeah, Apple were totally blindsided. They didn't realize. Yeah, it's a fascinating. There's a film called The Pirates of Silicon Valley, which is absolutely fantastic, and it's a really, really, really good film that explains all the history of how Apple and Microsoft came up.
Is this a documentary?
No, it's a film based on real events and based on real events.
Like that Facebook film.
Oh yeah. What's it called?
Social Network.
Social Network. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
It's all made up, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it was brutal. I mean, and there was court cases and stuff, but at the end of the day, I mean, I don't even use Facebook now personally. I use it for business, but not personally.
Yeah, I just use it for business and voyeurism.
Voyeurism, yeah. It's like when it first came out, it was perfect for that though, wasn't it? Because it was like, Oh, I wonder how that wedding went. Well, you know the one we turned down or we didn't want to go to because it'd be too much trouble. Wonder how it went. Oh, gonna have a look at the pictures.
Yeah, no, I just keep up to date with all bands and things like that, and events. That's how I use Facebook for earlier.
Yeah, and people going on to see if they're more successful than people they went to school with and all the rest of it. It's I'm not a fan of the old Facebook.
You're not a fan of socializing, are you?
No, I when I saw that I'd got on Facebook, I'd got more than 100 friends, and I don't know how because I don't accept them. I basically deleted it down to about 20. And that's
You had a cult, didn't you? Like
I did have a cult.
Seal clubbing.
I did. It was a proper cult. It was a proper cult. I was going, "Who are you?" Delete. And apparently, it doesn't tell people you've defriended them.
Okay.
Which I was quite disappointed about afterwards. I was thinking, you're going to get told. But yeah, no question. All we've done is talk about bloody movies and computer history, and we haven't.
It's not all video.
It's not all.
It's connected. Computers. You couldn't do video without computers, could you?
Well, this is very true. We couldn't be doing this conversation, and we're not even in the same room.
Exactly. Now you've got a computer in your pocket, and you can video it.
Yeah. Well, it's actually what I would say nowadays. This is more of a camera than a phone.
Yeah.
Well, when you see updates, the updates never go, "We've improved your phone."
Yeah. Exactly.
You can dial different.
Yeah.
Or text different.
And regardless of reception, my camera works. Where my phone doesn't always work.
That's very true. That's very, very true. But yes, so it looks like today's a bit of a damp squib. I wonder where that saying comes from.
Damp what?
A damp squib. I think it might have something to do with guns.
Possibly.
Flintlock guns.
Yeah. It'll be to do with gunpowder and stuff, won't it?
It'll be to do a damp squib. Let's have a look. Because all the people who are watching are probably thinking, yeah, where does that come from? Yeah. Where does it come from? 1500s. The word squib began to be used in the 1500s to refer to a firecracker. Okay. A wet firecracker does not generally go off. There we are. So that's what it is. A damp squib. Interesting.
I suppose that makes sense because in films they have squibs, don't they? When you shoot them,
they explode, don't they? Yeah.
It's a squib, so I suppose it is.
I was once fitted up to be shot on a film, and they taped it on, and what they do is they tape on the squib wherever they want, and then basically they tear the material with like a little file, so it's not ripped, it's just thinned.
Yeah.
So it's easier for the squib to come through. Yeah. And I can't remember the film now. I was doing extras work. We were devil worshippers.
Oh, I know that one. That's the one,
British film.
Yeah.
And I found it the other day, but so we're devil worshippers, and we had to do this parade. Yeah. And basically we're all going along and we're in this column, and it's nighttime. It was bloody awful weather. And half of us were naked. I wasn't naked. There's not enough money, and I wouldn't want to.
Be a video nasty.
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to do that to anybody. But we were half naked. Half of us were naked, and they give the burning torches to the naked people, which I never understood, and I thought it was quite funny. But then we had this scene, and I got taped up with it and everything. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna do a shot and all the rest of it. And they did 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and then came and they said, right, that's it, that's a wrap, we're finished. And I was like, oh, go on, set it off anyway. And he went, no, they cost a fortune. So they didn't shoot me. Gutted. I didn't get shot.
Do you know, I cannot think what that film's been called. I'm just looking now.
It's got that guy with what's his name from?
I know. Well, I've got it. I just can't think what the flipping it's called.
Oh, I'm in that. You've got it, and I'm in it.
Yeah.
Google it.
I'm trying to, but
And all the lovely people who tuned in to watch us Google something.
because it's got him out of. It's got him out of. Oh God.
Yeah, British actors.
I'll tell you how I'll find it. Just bear with us, everybody.
I've forgotten their names as well. I think he's in This Is England.
No, that's the skinhead one. I'm still getting over my cold, so I can't think straight.
Oh my God! I know it's killing me. Is everybody out there? If you're Googling this, please put us out of our misery. It's a devil worshipper. Night of the Demon?
No.
Oh well.
I'll get it. I'll come.
I'll just fill while you do that because I can't even think of the actor's name or what he's been in. I was sure he's in.
I know I'll get it.
Oh, how are you gonna get it, Mick? How are you gonna get it? Tell us. Put us out of our misery.
I'm going Spaced.
Oh, was he in Spaced?
No, but one of the actors were.
Okay. So this is a process of elimination.
Let's go cast.
Are you on IMDb?
Yeah. It's the Irish bloke who's the cycle bloke.
Yeah. So are we getting there yet? I don't know. Everybody's on the edge of their seat now, Mick.
Yeah, I know.
This time next month, in the video Q&A live stream, we will reveal the name of the film that I was in that I can't remember. You know, the best film I did was a TV film. I played Jim Broadbent's driver in The Train Robbery, A Copper's Tale, because it was a 2-part one. And the reason I enjoyed that one so much is that 8 days filming, and I had 8 days filming driving a Mark I Jag, and it was awesome. Oh, V8. Vroom, vroom. It roared. It really roared. It was just one of those. It was just such a cool car to drive, and I got to drive it a lot, which was quite cool. Quite cool. And when it came out, my sister watched it, and she said to me, "I didn't see you in it." And I said, "Do you know the beginning when he's at the cinema, and Jim Broadbent's watching a movie?"
And this guy, that was Hyde Park Cinema, Dushan Corner, where I lived. It was
Kill List. Kill List, that's it. Yeah, that's it. We did it. Kill List. That's it.
Got there.
But yeah, I said to my sister, I said, you know, the Brooker comes into the back of the cinema and walks down the side, and they film him coming down in a hurry and goes all along, and he whispers into Jim Broadbent's ear. She went, yeah. I said, that was me. And she was, I didn't recognize you. How nice is that? Cheeky sod.
Yes, that's early on, isn't it? That's right at the beginning.
The very first shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me coming in down the blooming thing and whispering in his ear, and that's it. Then we go and jump in the car.
Yeah.
And drive away because the train had been robbed. But yeah. Anyway, so there's no video questions today. So
no more questions. No video questions. Possibly, shall we promote the actual the editing as well? So let's do it in advance.
May.
So yeah. May, yeah.
So we have in May, we will be doing our running the video beginner's guide to video editing. Again, this workshop is split down into 3 sessions. So we do all the stuff on Fridays, by the way. except for last Thursday when I did it on Thursday because did it on last Friday because I did it on Wednesday because it was Good Friday. And yeah, anyway, that's irrelevant. So we're doing, so it'd be the 3rd of May, 12 till 2, 3 sessions. So it'd be the 3rd of May, 10th of May, and the 17th of May. And then on the 24th of May will be the YouTube workshop. But the Beginner's Guide to Video Editing will take you through all the things you need to know to be able to edit your own video content.
Yeah.
So, and the creating videos with your phone, we go through the different types of video that you can make. We go through basically understanding video and how to use it, what to make, understanding your audience, the equipment that you need, and framing, lighting, audio, and easy ways that you can create video content, like cutaways, presenting, getting people to present for you, which isn't always that easy. You know, hello, I'd like to talk to you today about, right? And getting rid of people doing that. So, and how to make people feel at ease. We do loads of stuff. And then the OBS one on the 26th of this month.
And remembering your script as well, how to
how to make it easy to read your script and stuff.
Yeah.
So, right, well, being as nobody's got any questions and everybody is 100% up on all of their video knowledge, Mick, we should retire.
Should we just quick plug for Video Creators Club?
We could do a quick plug for the Video Creators Club, which basically, I think most people have left now, but we offer ongoing support. Oh, what?
You can watch it and repeat.
That's true. So we got ongoing support. So if you're having any problems or you don't know how to do something or something technical is not working, you can give us a shout. And also then we've got tutorials. So we're going to be adding more tutorials to the tutorials. Basically, they're really quick videos that will show you how to upload, create subtitles, do all the rest of it. I'm going to start adding, Mick, I was thinking about this. I'm going to start adding stuff for Academy on how to do video courses, how you can upload to video courses to Academy and stuff like that in the tutorials. That'd be quite cool. We're going to be doing, we do a monthly creators meeting where we all get together and share ideas, collaborate, etc., etc. And members get our creating videos with your phone for free. That workshop is free to all members, and then they get 50% discount off all the other workshops.
Yeah,
that's it. And before I sneeze, which I can feel coming, shall I play us out?
Well, just quick as well, and they also get our knowledge as well. So if they want, pick up the phone, get in touch with us. Then
that's what they're supporting.
So, for example, we keep up to date with all sort of things going on with editing. So we let them into sort of a bit of a secret where if you do long form videos, you can turn them into shorts with click of a few buttons. So stuff like that, they get to know our knowledge, don't they?
That's it. We're always on top of it, so they don't have to.
You could spend hours going through YouTube and possibly finding it if you wanted to spend all that time and effort and going down rabbit holes, but we do it all for you and put it into nice little packaged courses.
I can't get him to say a word half the time, and now we won't shut up. Well, on that note, it's goodbye for me.
It's goodbye for me as well.
See you later. Ta-ra.
Yeah.